One of my favorite aspects of the Bear games are their maps. I love them. I love the maps from Bear Alpha, I love the maps from Bear Star. Each one is unique, and even when they're a bit generic, I can still find stuff about those maps that I think are cool. Especially the maps from Bear Star, which most, if not all of them, were amazing. And because of my love for these maps, I decided that I'm going to rank the maps from the new Bear game, Bear Tower Defense, and see which of these maps can hold up to the high standards set by Bear Alpha and the higher ones set by Bear Star. So, Haunted Mansion. This is a iconic map for Bear Alpha, Bear Star, both of them. And I'm pretty sure also the April Fool's game. To be honest, I think this map's kind of unique. I think the pumpkins with their custom designs instead of some boring smile on them are pretty cool. The green ocean, like being a reference to the Witch's Brew, is very cool. And as for the difficulty, since this is an easy map, it's not that hard obviously. I would say it's kind of harder than the other easy mode map, but both are still super easy to beat. I think the map, looks nice. It's a nice adaptation. It fits as an easy map. I really don't see any issues, but at the same time, there's nothing really here that stands out to me as like something that should be S tier. So I'm feeling an A. Alright, first original map, Lost Temple. Already, I'm kind of not a fan of this map because I was kind of expecting all the maps on launch to be maps from Alpha and Star, not original stuff. I was expecting that maybe in future updates. But despite my bias, I think it looks cool. The Lost Temple and the Lost Temple, obviously, and also the Frozen Over Desert, which in my opinion looks pretty cool. When it comes to difficulty, it's like odd, as it has a lot of split paths for an easy map, but at the same time, they're so easy to deal with, which I don't know why they're there then if it's so easy to just clear out. You don't even have to focus on two completely different things like a map, the volcano one. So it's kind of odd. It's still an easy map, but at the same time it has a split system that feels like maybe this was going to be a hard mode map, like a extreme mode map I mean. But they decided just to make an easy map, so they had 2 for easy, 2 for regular, and 2 for hard, 2 for extreme. I don't really know. Despite my bias, it being weird, but it also looking pretty cool, I'm feeling a B. Okay, the lighthouse. This map, I don't really know why we have this. We already have a lighthouse-like map in Bear Alpha, yet this one's like a completely different one. Not even just that, it's just kind of bland to me, at least, compared to the lighthouse from Bear Alpha, which had like sort of a half ocean cave thing, an actual cave, an underground part, kind of it looked kind of like a subway or a sewer or something. And of course, the lighthouse. Not only that, for a regular difficulty map, it is easy as hell. It does not fit the difficulty it's in compared to the next map. So I'm feeling like a D tier. Monochrome. This map is somewhat different from the one from Bear Alpha and Bear Star, but in both of those, they're completely different as well, so I'm not going to base this off of accuracy or being a good adaptation. This map looks unique, it's pretty cool. The whole map in black and white, except for the towers and puzzles. I kind of wish those were black and white, but I'm assuming that would mess with like people with color blindness, so I understand why it's not there. When it comes to difficulty, this is medium, no, regular, whatever, regular difficulty map. The portal mechanic is sick, and all in all, I love it. I'm giving it an S. Alright, saltwater pyramids. This is the government mandated desert map, not to be confused with its cooler brother design was the Lost Temple. The map is a pretty cool pyramid map, obviously, but it's also in an oasis, meaning majority of the map is underwater, meaning you can only use a few spots for towers, which in theory should be hard. Well, on harder difficulties, yes, but not on easy, which I would assume is the most played game mode, since it's the easiest to like consistently beat if you don't have Hype Beast or Thunder Sim, or maybe I just suck and don't use batteries. You know, it's probably that. So since this map can be cheesed on easy mode, its design is kind of cool but generic. The challenge of the map is cool but also kind of generic. I'm feeling like a low B. Volcanon is the next tough map, and to me, it's just a direct upgrade to salt water in all aspects. There's more spaces for towers, it has a split path, and you have to divide your folks a bit since you're going to get enemies from two different places. It has a cooler design. I like the volcano look, but also has the same like strat on easy mode that the saltwater has. This map doesn't make it harder to pull it off either, same with saltwater, but I'm feeling like at least like an A, right below Haunted Mansion, because I have a bias. The purple one. This is the first extreme map, and it is very difficult, but it's also just a copy of the Sun God Temple map from B2D6, like direct copy. I guess the only difference is that it's underwater, so like C tier. Statue of Bruce, the last map. I mean, the only complaint I can think about is I can't place stuff in the middle of the map, like the stone area, which I don't get why. Like, there's obviously room for it. Why can't I put it there? Other than that, the Greek feel they're going for is amazing, and I love the fact that map's in the shape of a crescent moon, and the giant bear statue is sick as well. It's also difficult as hell. Well, again, my only complaint would be that I can't put stuff in that stone middle part. Honestly, I'm feeling like a low S, just because I love the design. So this is the final ranking of everything. So, do I think it can compete with the maps from Bear Alpha and Bear Star? No.